Alright guys, just a little update. It is now Monday and plans have changed. My dad's off work on vacation all this week, so he's working on the Buick for his buddy or whatever and knocking it out. You guys saw in the earlier videos where we helped my dad out and went ahead and welded the trunk pans in and everything. So we got it on the lift and got the body back off for the final time. That way we can pour 15 underneath. He was going to do that while we were gone in Nebraska, but Mike called us right before we left and canceled the trip on us because of family emergencies. So he had someone pass away, which is unfortunate and, you know, uncontrollable. So we didn't end up making the ride. So Brent went in to take the rental truck back and the U-Haul trailer back. So yeah, you know, stuff just happens. You know, family comes first, and you know, we're not mad at you, Mike. It's just we understand. It's, you know, same thing if we had to cancel coming to you. You know, if one of our family members were in trouble or something. So that's unfortunate. So today is Monday, so we're back in the shop. You know, we were planning to be gone, you know, until tomorrow night, because, you know, it was like a 12-hour drive. So Steve yesterday, he had the 03 Cobra. He came back over. We were talking about the his Fox body right there, which we had the video of him unloading it. He actually drove to us. Late model sent us a core support, but it wasn't the two-piece one, so he went ahead and ordered the correct one. That's why we haven't welded the front end on yet, but it's all ready. Tim, your car's getting worked on too. We already got all that stripped. We have some clips on the video. I don't know if we included them or not. It just depends on how they turned out. Haven't got that far yet on the editing. And so anyway, I'm not even sure if we went over this car or not, so we're just gonna do it again. So we were contemplating on doing it white, Oxford white. He really wanted Oxford white Terminator. He couldn't find one. His Fox body over there, the 89 GT, is going Oxford white, so he thought it'd be cool to have two of them the same, you know. But I was down for it. I didn't care, you know, about all the work and stuff. But Brent kind of talked him into just keeping it black because it came black. You know, it's a Terminator, it's factory black. So with that being said, we kind of went back to black. So we're gonna just paint this black. We're not gonna, I don't think we're gonna do door jambs or the engine bay or nothing like that because we don't need to now. But this is a 33,000 mile car, and the paint just got a lot of swirls in it and a lot of stuff like that. I mean, some of the spots it looks like someone tried to wet sand something out and then didn't buff it. A very clean car. Steering wheel's mint. You know, carpet's good. It just needs a little detail. It does have the rare 03 only parchment interior seats. He's going to buy a VMP supercharger since today's the Cyber Monday sale. Get a new throttle body. We're going to do, I think, he might go Maxim Motorsport coilover since he already has the Bilsteins, or I don't know. But he's going to do all suspension upgrades, you know, ball joints, either coilovers or new springs, because right now it's on cut factory springs. And then we're going to do a new heat exchanger and stuff to support the new supercharger. So I'll just go ahead and pop the hood for you guys if you guys are interested in seeing this. So we're going to get rid of this cold air intake and get a ram air intake. You know, obviously we're going to swap the supercharger, probably do EGR delete, and we'll probably have to upgrade his clutch. You know, the clutch is fine, but once you put, you know, the new supercharger on it, it's probably going to want one down the line. So we're just going to do all the supporting mods as you would if you wanted to upgrade to a Whipple or something, or Kenny Bell. But we're going to do he's going to do the VMP, and it's already black, so it'll look really good with the black exterior paint. So he's ordering that today. He already sent me a couple texts, and you know, asked what options he should get and stuff like that. So this car's gonna go back black. We're gonna do some chrome inserts, I guess. That way it matches the chrome wheels. I think we're gonna do new X pipe and new catback. We're not sure. We think it has Bassani catback right now, but he's gonna do the Flowmaster 40s because he don't like the pop and crackle, which is understandable. So that's what that's what this is getting. That's why this is here. He you know, just wanted to get it done over the winter. Same with that, and now he has garage space at the house. So that's why the 03 is in here. So now back to Chris's. I explained that yesterday, and kind of when he dropped it off. We didn't really film, like I said again, whenever he was here. We kind of just showed him a good time and didn't really worry about filming, you know, and talking to him and stuff like that. So we just showed him a good time and all that, but you guys will see exactly what we do on this. You know, you didn't miss nothing with him being here. I mean, I know he's not on the camera. I don't even know if Chris, if he even wanted to be on camera, because some of you guys really don't want to be on camera whenever you drop the car off, which is, it's cool. I mean, it doesn't matter. But Steve, he loves it, so he always wants to be on there. But Chris has got the TMI seats, and now he probably just he's got this system in here where it'll text him whenever a door opens or the hood opens or trunk or you start it or whatever. So right now Chris is probably thinking we're in Nebraska and he's like, who the fuck opened my door? But so anyway, he's got the TMI seats, which are hot. He did swap over to a 99-04 dash, and then he dyed it black. He's got the Mystic 04 Mistachrome steering wheel, which he painted the handles on it Mystic, not Mistachrome. So that's actually paint, it's not the fabric like the stock 04s were. So we're going to paint the side skirts. He has dumps on it right now. He's going to do side exhaust soon. We're going to switch to Cervini side skirts, a little bit thinner. These are kind of bulky, I think, just comparing them to the other ones. I think those are, I think these stick out a little bit more. And you all saw in the other video that, you know, I showed you the imperfections on the paint and stuff. So we're going to block the hood, prime it a couple times, and then paint the underside of the hood, paint the inside black like we did on Klein's car, and repaint the shaved engine bay. And then he's got all the forged tanks, stainless or aluminum tanks that he's going to ship, and we're going to paint that. He might get a new header panel. He's got new Cobra headlights. He's going to end up polishing this. So, you know, once we're done with it, he's still not done with it. You know, he's going to do little tweaks in the engine bay and stuff like that. Right now it's dirty, so he's going to polish some stuff up and all that. But we're going to try to get him done, and then he's going to try to finish everything up. That way he can go to Pony in the Smokies in March. I mean, I know that's almost 4 months away, but, you know, doing all this work, you know, it takes time, guys. You guys know how you build these cars. So, you know, shooting for 4 months for him to be completely with it. That way some of you guys can come out to the show and actually see it in person. You know, and Chris is, you know, going to meet up with us. Hell, I don't know, he might stay with us in the log cabin, but we're going to have a good time with it. We'll bring maybe Babs if we don't sell it yet. And, you know, I might take the Fastback again like I did last year. So that's where this is at. And he just got the Ride Tech air ride on it right before he came here. So it's pretty hot. We'll show all that kind of stuff, you know, in the next month or so whenever the car's getting finished. And we'll show you all the bells and whistles once he comes here and he can control it all, because I'm not going to mess with it. I don't want to. I don't know how to, and I'm not going to try to do it and mess something up. So here's a convertible. This is Rick's from Kansas City. And we're going G2 Red Fire instead of Laser Red, the E9 color that fades. As you all know, we call Laser Pink. So that's where this is at. This thing's, all the body work's done. It's ready to sand and paint. We're going to paint it with the fenders off. We just let the fenders on to do the body work, because, you know, it's easier bolted on where it's still, instead of trying to do it on like a stand or something where it's vibrating and moving around when you're blocking and stuff. So it's convertible. You guys know I like doing convertibles because, you know, it's less taken apart and you don't have to worry about the roof and stuff like that. But this roof pillar piece right here, right in between the soft top and the windshield, was all rusted and corroded. So that's taken care of. We use some 415 acid etch and stuff like that to stop the corrosion. And we probably saved his life on top right there, because it was pretty beat and corroding a lot. So we're going to do the engine bay on this. I think Rick said we're not doing door jambs. I'm going to confirm and make sure. But I know the engine bay definitely, I know the engine's not the cleanest, but we're going to go ahead and do the engine bay. And that's what he wanted. And we found him another Cobra hood, because the one he had was aftermarket and complete trash. It just wouldn't latch down. It was all torqued and stuff. So, you know, this side was down, this side was sticking up an inch. So it was just messed up. As for the core support, we're going to straighten it out. It does not need one. He thought maybe it needed a core support because it was wrecked in the front, but it's not bad. It's not worth doing all the time and money for him to put a new core support on. This one's easily fixable, and the problem with the hood not shutting was just because it was aftermarket. You guys know how those aftermarket hoods shut. Now if you get a nice hood like this, you know, with the correct metal and everything, you know, this one you could make latch perfect like a stock one, you know, but Chris probably paid $1,000 for that hood. You know, this hood right here was probably a mid-90s hood or so, like aftermarket, and it was just kind of, you know, torqued and not really, they didn't put a lot of effort into designing it and stuff like that. So that's why a lot of you guys put hood pins in them, because you can't get them to shut. So we got a factory OEM. It's actually a Babs. It was off of a 98, not from our car, but from another Babs. I guess it was parted out or something. You know, who knows? You know how Craigslist goes. Somebody gets a part, gives up on the car, sells it. That dude sells it, try to make a buck, and then you know, then we got it. So that's kind of how it went. But we bought it. It had no actual hood scoops, the little snorkels. So we actually had a set off of his, because obviously when they wrecked it, the hood got fucked up, so they took the scoops out and put it in the aftermarket. So we got lucky and already had the scoop, so that's why we got it for a good deal, and it's an OEM one. So we're gonna roll with that. And doing side skirt delete, we already did the spoiler delete. We just have this shoved in the back because, like I said, we thought we were gonna be gone for the next 2 days, and we just needed to pull all the cars in.
And then today, I was here earlier, Tyler was out getting paint, and what time is it now? It's like 3 o'clock. But this bad boy pulled up on a wrecker, or actually like a trailer with a truck pulling it. So the guy said Tyler would fix it, and I just started laughing. I said, "What do you mean Tyler said he'd fix it?" He said, "Well, I called Tyler and I told him I wrecked my Mustang into a ditch, and he said he'd fix it." I said, "Dude, that thing's totaled." So anyways, I was like, "I'll give you like $500 for it." So he said, "Really? 500? That sounds like a lot." And I was like, "Yep, I'll take it." So anyways, we unloaded it. I bought it. It's got a good 4.6 in it. Oh, yeah. And auto tranny, gray interior. But we need that engine, honestly, for this car right here. So we're not going to tell you guys the plans for that car yet, but this car is good for just kind of parting out. But it is, I mean, hit hard. It's got some stuff going on in here. Went and crushed a power steering pump. Hopefully the engine's good. I think it just needs a timing cover because it's got a hole in it, but it's got new shocks on it. I mean, a bunch of new stuff is what the guy said. New slotted rotors, drilled slotted rotors in the back. A few other things, but we love the spoiler. It's 99 GT Flowmaster catback, and me and Tyler just picked it up today. Came to the shop. So every once in a while we get lucky, have fun toys, and then we got Babs, we got the Mystic, and got that 0304 over there. So maybe Tyler will use that radio for his fastback. I don't know. Highly unlikely though. Oh wow, we got a car seat for a kid. I hope the kid wasn't in it. It looks like he hit his head on the windshield too, because that thing got creamed. But no, we like the seats. We like the car. It's kind of cool. We'll just use what we need and scrap the rest. And I don't know if Tyler told you guys last night or not, but we got this thing all primed. Body work pretty much done. Just need to block the rest of it, and then it goes in for paint. Actually, there's a few more things, small stuff we gotta do. But that's what that Babs hood is for outside. And then that thing's good to go. Just got some welding to do on it.
Come my lady, come my lady, you're my butterfly, sugar, baby. Come my lady, come my lady, you're my butterfly, sugar, baby. Such a sexy, pretty little thing. This April bitch, you got me sprung with your tongue ring.